My people, as they talk to now like this, the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, you don't change them for the new EFCC boss. So then put the EFCC boss for hot seats. In as much as the EFCC boss been use and do case study. No be small, oh. He change them for the EFCC boss. Oh. He don't say why be say the EFCC, then they treat ex-governors like Pablo Escobar. Say him himself, they don't embarrass him before. He said I'm going to go person house. They say like them be agbero. So you can imagine Rocha Sokorocha where them go in house that time, then break roof, break the POP, enter. Say who does that? Say civilized country where they work, they do that kind of thing. They take 5 to 10 years. They fit take 5 to 10 years, investigate person before they do anything. Now people can say, oh, so when I know say in Nigeria, I know they work. When's a zoo? Say I live in the zoo. I'm a zoo. I'm a babu. He no lie. My people let when I watch the news. I rise people don't sit down on top and come analyze them. Guys, say to say it never happened to them. Say Akpabio for come and they talk all this one. If now all the ones when Nigerians they shout, they talk about until it happened to them. Now that time now they will come and no say they want to address the issue. Anyway, when I watch this video, leave your comment. Wait till you follow thing because the matter you get cute. Like I go see now for the next update. Leave your comment. Thank you.
Chairman nominee. The reality is that I think that EFCC has engaged more on sensation than on real investigation. For me, I've had my own share, where even a letter informing EFCC that I would not be able to come on a frivolous petition was released by the office of the chairman of EFCC to Sahara reporters. You see the chairman's stamp on it. He released it to Sahara reporters just to embarrass me because of 2023 elections. I don't see how the EFCC will go and arrest a former governor and come through the rooftop as if they are taking Pablo Escobar yeah, but it happened. It happened to Rocha Sokorocha. They came through the roof. They broke through the POP, and it was calling live. Nigerians were the whole world watched. They removed the roof, went through the POP, broke it down, and they were going down with guns. Is that EFCC? And for you, that is investigation. So I would like to hear from you will be what will you do differently? Because outside this country, sometimes they can follow somebody for 5 to 10 years until they establish evidence before they invite that person. But they keep embarrassing people's children, traumatizing the children, stigmatizing people because they had the opportunity to be in public office.
All right, well, the EFCC chairman scaled screening on Wednesday, and he also joked that I mustn't be made as an example as well. But I think Akpabio hit the nail on the head there. I mean, he hit all the right notes, and he also said that the fact that the EFCC continues to conduct themselves like this needs to change, that they should focus more on prevention than the type of enforcement that they do.
Yes, I mean,
Coyote.
He really did hit the nail right on the head. He got it absolutely spot on. In Nigeria, it's not just the EFCC, it's also the ICPC, it's also all the agencies of government, the military, the police especially. Every time we talk about this, either on Arise or on other platforms online, what we see is when somebody is accused of a crime, the first thing you do, every sane part of the world, forget about development, every sane part of the world, what you do first is you investigate. When you finish investigation, you verify that there are facts that makes it possible for you to go to court. And when you do that, then you can go to court and request an arrest for this person because you've got a clear case of crime. In Nigeria, it's the other way around. Arrest the person, and then you now begin investigation. And more often than not, we end up getting no conviction because there is no investigation that is done that is thorough, that is clear, that is deep in its way of doing it. All of this then translates into one thing and one thing only. We end up allowing those who have stolen our money to get away because we fail to do proper investigation. The EFCC, to a large extent, cannot be said to have covered itself in glory. It's been shameful because people have described it as the tool for whoever is the president Under Buhari, people were arrested and it was thought it was because of what they said or what they did. Under this president, I am sure it's not going to change much, but we are hoping that at least for the sake of this new person who's been confirmed as the chairman of EFCC, Olukoyede, we are hoping that he will look at the trajectory, he will look at how people have perceived EFCC and say that he wants to create a change. They will do investigation, they will do their research, they will not arrest anybody until they have the information that makes it possible for them to go to court. I cannot for the life of me look at anything on record that indicates that is up to 15% of the people arrested that have ended up being guilty of any crime. I can't see the numbers.
Yes,
the numbers don't add up.
Right.
And if the numbers don't add up, then it means that they are failing on almost all fronts. But we have to see the change.
Absolutely. Ayo Akpabio mentioned a very salient point there. He said, you know, they keep embarrassing people, and that's not how it's done in other crimes. Really quickly, before I take this.
Yeah, very quickly. I think one of the things that the EFCC has an expertise in is headlines, just sensational headlines. EFCC arrests, EFCC arrests, EFCC parades without actually getting a win or a conviction in court. Again, just exposing their lack of preparedness and just for show. And I think it's not just the EFCC, as you've identified, Kate, that's guilty of this. A number of agencies just want the headlines to act as if they are working, but not actually working. I must say, there's some convictions, high-profile ones, that have been gotten, international collaborations and the likes. But I believe that the EFCC as an agency can certainly improve in the manner in which they conduct their affairs and to also help to truly deliver on what they were created to do.
All right.